name is Camilla Catania, and I am an assistant professor in the Department of Earth, Atmospheric and Planetary Sciences. The focus of my research is earthquake physics, and in particular I'm interested in understanding earthquake sequences. Examples of earthquake sequences are aftershock sequences, foreshock sequences, which sometimes can precede a large earthquake, as well as seismic swarms driven, for example, by migration of magma. And what I'm interested in is understanding these sequences from a physical point of view. And I do so with a combination of numerical simulations and some theory derived from the laws of friction and elasticity. I'm a physicist by training, and I was always fascinated by the Earth and trying to use physics to understand geophysical processes. I think the reason I ended up doing seismology really has a lot to do with my country of origin. I was born and I grew up in Italy, so seismology really struck me as a field in which I could not only learn something interesting but also work on problems which are very relevant from a societal standpoint. So for example, a topic I've been working on recently is understanding foreshock sequences. Foreshock sequences are sequences of seismic events with small magnitude, so not damaging earthquakes, which in some cases precede a larger earthquake, a main shock. In some cases we see them. About 20% of main shocks are preceded by foreshocks, so more often than not we don't see them. And we don't know exactly what causes them, and we don't know if this can be used in a predictive sense. So this is one of the major open questions that I've been working on, and that has really sort of drawn me to this field. I did physics as an undergraduate in the UK, and my first experience doing geophysical research was at Woods Hole, so not far from here. I spent the summer there, 2009, and that's when I really realized I wanted to do geophysics and earthquake physics in particular. I then moved to Germany. I did my PhD there at the German Research Center for Geosciences. I worked on mostly understanding aftershock sequences. After my PhD, I moved to the US once again. I was in Stanford for 4 years for a postdoc. And then I moved back to the East Coast last summer to start at MIT.